Hello there and welcome back to the second part of the second chapter of my C tutorial, that is conditional loop. In this video we are going to check, or better to say we are going to find out the greatest number and the lowest number among the three numbers taken as user input. To do so, first let us start Turbo C++. It's opening. So it opened. Now let's include the header files. Conio.h, then hash include stdio.h, done, void main, then open the main function clr then initialize three numbers, variables a, b, c, three variables as integer. Now user input three numbers, three variables, scanf. For three variables we use %d, %d, %d three times, comma ampersand a, comma ampersand b, comma ampersand c. We have taken three numbers as user input, three variables. Now what we are going to do is now the checking part, finding out the greatest among the three numbers. Now how can we do that? If a is greater than b, okay, now we could have done it like a greater than b greater than c. We could have done this way, but it is not right. The right way is a is greater than b space and a is greater than c. This is the correct way, because if we give it as a greater than b greater than c, this means a is greater than b and b is greater than c, which is not correct, because here we are checking whether a is greater than the other two numbers. So a greater than b and a greater than c. Over here double AND is the conditional operator. This means both these conditions are true, only then this loop will run. If we have used, in place of double AND, if we have used double OR, that means this one is double OR. Double OR means either this condition or this condition is true. But we have to do it like this. We can't do it like this. We have to do it. We have to check whether a is greater than b and a is greater than c, and so double AND. So here we are checking a is greater than b and a is greater than c. Okay, so the loop starts. That means a is greater than both b and c. So we are printing printf %d is the greatest. End of if. Now we'll be checking whether b is greater than a and b is greater than c or not. So if b is greater than a, double AND in the same way, b is greater than c. This means b is greater than a and b is greater than c. So one thing I forgot to tell you, that this greater than sign is also a conditional operator. This double AND is a conditional operator, and this greater than sign is also a conditional operator. So then we start the loop again, if loop. Then printf, we are printing B. Sorry, I didn't print A over here, comma A. Here we are going to print B. Percentage D is the greatest, comma B. Okay. End of if. Now else. Now we have to find out whether C is greater than B and C is greater than A. This we can write as else, like this. Else, that means if these two conditions, if this condition and this condition are not true, these two are not satisfied, so it will move to this else part. Else part, it will print C. Printf percentage D is the greatest, comma C. So we found out the greatest number among the three, but the program is not end yet. Let us end the if else loop. Well, one thing I forgot to say, that you can never write it like if, and after if we cannot write it as if again. We have to write else if. If, else if, else. In this way, conditional loop runs. Now, let us give an ending part of the program. Get ch, close of main loop. Now let us run and check whether there is any error. No error. Now we are going to user input 3 numbers. Let's check 12, 43, 21. 43 is the greatest. Now let's find out in other ways. 32, 12, 5 or 8. 32 is the greatest. Now let's find it in another way. 56, 78, 109. 109 is the greatest. Now suppose in the same program, in the same program we have to find out the lowest number also. So how to find out the lowest number? If we have to do it in the same program, then let me show you how we can do it in the same program. Next line, next line, next line. So let me tell you why am I using this next line option, because we have to find out the lowest number also. So if I don't give the next line, then it will print in the same line and it will become chaos. The reader will not be able to understand anything about the output. So to make the reader or the viewer to understand, so for this thing I am using next line. Else if C is greater than A and then C is greater than B. Let's check. Another if. Else if C A is less than B and A is less than C, then printf we have to print A. Over here we are checking whether A is less than B, whether A is the lowest. A is less than B and A is less than C. So printf %d is the lowest, comma A. Now let's check it for once whether it is running or not. 12, 34, 56. No, it is only finding the greatest. So we have understood that this thing, using if else condition, we cannot do the both the things at the same time. So we have to omit the rest, because this is not possible using only if condition. You have to use something else in this place, which we will be learning in future chapters. For now, let us find out the lowest number only. Sorry, let's see how we can undo. Alter backspace, scanf %d. Okay, so now we are finding out the lowest among the three. Same way, else if B is less than A and B is less than C, we print if %d is the lowest, comma B. Done. Now the last part, else printf %d is the lowest, comma C. Now let's check whether it is running well or not. No errors. 12, 45, 32. 12 is the lowest. Now 36, 31, 30. 30 is the lowest. Now let's check another thing. 12, 1, 67. 1 is the lowest. So we have found out the greatest among the three numbers and the lowest among the three numbers. Okay, so I think you have gone through this video and understood how to find out the greatest and the lowest among the three numbers. And this is the end of the conditional loop. Now in the next chapter we will be learning a bit more, that is some facts and better to say concept of while loop. So be ready for that, and thank you for watching. Goodbye for now and have a great day ahead.